Hey guys, it's Anthony. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to go over some tips for car sales for beginners. And this tip is one that I gave in my meetings earlier this week. And your daily success, when you just start out in the business or if you've been in the business for a while, really comes down to an accumulation of small decisions. So in the meeting, I asked for a show of hands as to how many people posted on social media the day before trying to market themselves, the dealership, or the vehicles that we have in stock. And a few people raised their hand. The reality of it is the people that didn't post, and it's not to call them out, but they made a decision not to. Well, you could say, well, they forgot. Well, they made a decision not to write it down, right? People don't plan to fail. They fail to plan. They failed to plan their day out. Well, they got so busy. They got so tied up. They meant to do it, but it slipped their mind. Okay. But the fact they didn't write it down, the fact they didn't organize their day, they made a decision that ultimately led to them not maximizing their chance of success. And I think that's one thing you really need to hone in on as a salesperson, that every single thing that happens to you, good or bad, is a result of a decision you made. Now, it may not be a direct result, but it could be one of those 6 degrees of separation type of things where one result, the butterfly effect, right? One result led to another, led to another, led to another, led to that outcome. So if you're not doing what you need to do on a daily basis, 100% of the time, and this should be empowering, you're not a victim of circumstance. It's an accumulation of you making decisions to either do the things you need to do to be successful or doing things that, move you the other way, right? So it's either you're moving forward or moving backwards, and it's all based on your decision. So whether it's prospecting on social media, whether you have a phone call quota that you have to make in your dealership, if it's 100 calls that you have to make per day, and your shift's up at 5 o'clock and you had 57 phone calls and you left, you made a decision not to hit your quota. Well, my shift was done at 5 and I had to do some things earlier today. I had a delivery and I had a bunch of all good, but you made a decision to leave. And then if you left and didn't tell one of your managers that, hey, I came up short, I would stay, but I got a family emergency, you made a decision not to inform your managers. So now, the next day, if you're looked upon as somebody who didn't do their job and then you're not afforded the same opportunities as other people at dealership that did, don't pout about it. You're not a victim. You made a decision not to do your job and not to do the things you need to do to cover your tracks. So you kind of can see how this is going here. And this isn't like to beat you up mentally if you're the type of person that maybe does things 70%, 60%. I mean, we've all been there. There's a lot of things in my life that I don't do 100%, but there are things that don't align with my goals, my vision, my purpose. There are things that are just they're nominal. They're not that important, but I try to do everything 100% as long as I'm getting the proper return on my investment. I'm not going to give 100% to hypothetically doing projects around the house, hanging pictures or putting, different furniture together, because I'm actually going to give 0% to that because that doesn't fulfill me. That doesn't align with my purpose. There's an opportunity cost. That's taking away from my actual goal. But when you're at work every day, your goal is to do your job. Your goal is to do it 100x%, 150, 200% every single day, because at the end of the day, I'm sure you want as much money as possible in your paycheck. And if you're paid 100% commission, if you get paid directly proportionate to the amount of effort you put out and the amount of sales you make, you have to give 100%. If you don't, just know that it's all because of your decision making. Hey, my friend, thank you for watching. And if you want to see videos just like this one, please like and subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate the love and support. And don't forget, leave some comments down below. I'm looking forward to all of your interaction and feedback, and I can't wait to bring you more videos just like this one. Thanks again. I'll talk to you soon.